got some good news and I got some bad news. The bad news is WWE is in a hell of a lot of trouble. The good news is WWE is in a lot of trouble.
We disrupted the way that professional wrestling functioned.
Tonight, we take a journey of the past 9 months and how we arrived at this moment.
The first AEW champion.
I want to ask about Jericho.
I can now confirm that Chris Jericho has his tag team partner set.
Come.
Countdown to Dynamite tonight at 8. And don't miss the world premiere of All Elite Wrestling Wednesday Night Dynamite tomorrow at 8.
Where I deliver the goods and I give the facts already. It is your boy Lewis, man, back with another one on the LBFBWN News, man, back with another heavy hitter with another banger with yet another video. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the first video that I am doing that I am not talking about basketball. I am not talking about boxing. I am not talking about football. I am not talking about baseball. The name of the game, as Kurt Angle once said, the man with the three eyes, we are talking about wrestling. We are talking about wrestling. So ladies and gentlemen, for those who, most people probably know, but for those who don't know, there is another promotion company called AEW. It is run, which is All Elite Wrestling, for those who didn't know. It is run by the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Him and his son are actually running the promotion. And he also owns a soccer team as well. So big ups to them for them to be able to get the elite talent that they've been able to gather on the roster. They're supposed to supposedly compete with the WWE because the WWE has not really had competition in almost nearly 20 years. Because if y'all remember the Monday Night Wars with WCW, which was hot during the Attitude Era. Well, I would say the late 90s because the Attitude, during the Attitude Era. Once the Attitude Era reached its peak, WCW pretty much started to die. Eventually, WCW was sold and WCW ran out of business and no longer was on the network TNT, which is by the famous Ted Turner. So, what was cool about this AEW concept, the first thing I said was, well, let's see who are they going to be able to sign to be able to, to see if they have enough star power to be able to compete with the WWE. Is the star promotion going to, be able to captivate an audience and say, you know what, maybe we should take a look at this product to see, what's going on, to see if this is legit or is it a gimmick? And I gotta say right now, man, so far through the 4 months that AEW has actually really been started, I gotta say that it actually has, I think it's got something going, ladies and gentlemen, because I think the WWE is in trouble because they actually are gonna possibly have some legit competition for the first time in about 20 years. And the reason I say that is because when you look at the WWE, they actually have very good superstars. The problem is either their character is bad or the creative writing is pretty bad in terms of what to do with their character. And it's like, even when the character is good, it's like you don't know what to do with them, what potential storyline you could create, to be able to boost, or, are they going to get a big push? When I look at AEW, I mean, you look at Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho, you have Cody Rhodes, you have the Young Bucks, you got Jon Moxley, aka Dean Ambrose. And I'm going to say that was a big loss for the WWE. And the reason Dean Ambrose is there is because he was basically saying that he feels like he's not getting the respect he deserved in the WWE. And that this would be an opportunity to really display his real actual character. And Jon Moxley is the real deal, ladies and gentlemen. But they have a lot of very good young talent as well. And I think that AEW did a wonderful job of putting the right star power with a lot of young, up-and-coming stars that are on the show. I don't know really much of their names, but I actually saw AEW Dynamite, which was the debut show on TNT. So it's the first time and that they have this program. Ever since the last time that a wrestling show was on TNT was obviously the Monday Night War, WCW Monday Nitro, which debuted in So on September 4th, I believe, of 1995, if I'm not mistaken. That was when Monday Night Raw was a little over. It was just over 2 years that Monday Night Raw was happening in the WWE at the time. Better yet, known at that time as the WWF, which was the generation years, which was from '94 to like about '96. So yeah, AEW Dynamite is the name of the show. Uh, they've had a couple of segments, couple of pay-per-views already. Their last one, I believe, was, well, they had a Double or Nothing pay-per-view, and then they just had this other one that was in August. But so far, it's gotten a lot of positive reviews. I mean, we've had Bret the Hitman Hart present the first AEW championship, and ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you that championship is a beauty. It is beautiful. So we look at the match card. There were 5 matches tonight, and when we look at the recap, it was Cody Rhodes going against Sammy Guevara. That was an excellent match. Excellent way to start with Cody Rhodes and his beautiful wife, Brandy Rhodes, and Sammy Guevara. Excellent match. Cody Rhodes, I give kudos to him for selling and making Guevara looked really, really, really good. The match was entertaining. The fans were into it. That's how you get the ball rolling, man. You want an eye-catching, eye-opening match to set the table, to set the groundwork for what's going to be a fantastic night. And I think it was a great show. You had that match. You had the MGF going against Brandon Cutler. That was a submission match. I think it was good to establish MGF. So I think that was very good. Uh, Another very great match also. That one for me got a B minus. I thought that for me, the Cody Sammy Guevara match to me deserved an A. Lots of action, just great moves. Some of the moves I've never seen before. Guevara really impressed me. So you have Pac. Oh, I forgot about that. Who's actually known as Neville for those who don't know, or for those who already knew. Went against Adam Page. I thought that was I thought their match was solid. I thought that was a very, very good match. Very, very good match. And I like the fact that Pac was able to do what's known at the time was his Falcon Arrow, and then he turned it into his submission move. So I thought that was really cool. So that was another great match as well. And then you have the Women's Championship. And by the way, shout out to the announce team. I don't know who that third guy is, but I do know Tony Schiavone, because Tony Schiavone, I used to watch him on WCW Monday nights. Him and Jim, it's for the quick, and JR Jim Ross. The WWE is, I know they've moved on from Jim, but to me, they're going to miss him. Listening to Tony and Jim, it's like they never left. Those two used to work together in WCW, and their commentary has been top notch. Just great. I enjoy listening to those guys. Commentate, do play-by-play, color commentary. It was great to see. It was great to hear. And then Justin Roberts, who was a former WWE announcer, is now ring announcing matches at AEW. And for the love of Pete, I couldn't believe I saw him, but I saw Earl Hebner. That old geezer is still refereeing matches. That old geezer's still going, man. But out to the Women's Championship, ladies and gentlemen. So you had Riho, Japanese, defeated Nyla Rose via pinfall. That was actually a good match. It was an inspiring match. There were some botches here and there. It was just difficult because I was just like, yo, that girl is so tiny. I just wonder how some of the moves were going to pan out. There was a point in the match where she was about to get power bombed, and I think it was Nyla Rose's finishing maneuver, and she tried to back body drop and ended up collapsing, and I was like, that's a botch. And I'm like, I know you try to make it believable, but it's like, come on, like, yo, she's giving up too much size and strength and pounds, so that wasn't gonna look good. And it was really good. I would give it like at about C plus B minus, but it was very good though. I enjoyed the match. And then Chris Jericho, they were part of a 6-man tag, the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega against Chris Jericho, Santana and Ortiz. Sorry. And Chris Jericho is the first ever and current AEW champion. And Cody Rhodes, the first match that he had a lot of significance because next month Cody will be facing Chris Jericho because he's the #1 contender for the AEW championship. Chris Jericho is a big signing, and what I love about Chris Jericho, he's one of the most underrated superstars in all of wrestling history. The fact that he's able to reinvent himself and he was able to create some catchphrases like right now at this juncture in the game, and Jericho is what? He's about to turn 49 next month. The fact that that dude is still going, the fact that that dude is still entertaining, the fact that that dude can wrestle, it just shows you, even at his age, he can still go. And he's fun to watch even at his age, man. So yeah, Chris Jericho and Santana, it was an exciting 6-man tag match. And then we saw Jack Swagger, aka Jake Hager, because he's now in MMA. He is now in the MMA, and he's in Bellator. So I wonder what his role is going to be in this company. But I gotta say, AEW is off to a rock solid start. Now I gotta see how they're able to build this company, what stars they can sign to really put it over the top. Even some of the promos have been really good. And I think it's a matter of time before WWE is going to have to start to worry again. Like right now, WWE is still, again, the top. They've been the established company for years and years and years, but for decades. But now, if AEW can continue to produce solid numbers and captivate the audience like this, to entertain them the way they are, and they have them, just so into it, into the wrestling, into the show, into the entertainment, it won't be long before they start challenging the WWE. So the WWE, y'all better watch out, especially if they get stars. I gotta admit, if the WWE wants to own Reign Supreme again, they better pretty much do their homework, because Vince McMahon has been screwing up badly as of late. He's trying to take control of everything, but it's like he doesn't, to me. For example, Brock Lesnar, as much as he's a big money draw, I get sick and tired of watching him. At least when you look at guys in AEW, man, I'm starting to see some real guys that compete, real guys that just know how to entertain. And they're starting to blend in all the elements together, man. And I can't wait to see what AEW has in store for the future, man. I'm really excited about this promotion, man. What about you guys? So once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Lewis with another video. Let me know what you guys think on AEW Dynamite. Let me know if you saw it, if you didn't see it, man. What do you guys think of the first show, 2-hour program? And what do you guys think the potential pay-per-views are going to be? And what do you think the stock is going to be on this company, man? Because I really feel like, Dustin Rhodes, I can't forget about him. Him and his brother tore the house down at Double or Nothing. And I love his inclusion into this too. It's just great. I hope they can get some other top stars to really put this company, man, to the very, very, very top. Because I see nothing but big things happening for that company. So as always, live, laugh, love. Thank you for watching, DJ, with another banger. Let's hit him with that debut, man. Hit him with that debut.
Cody's got Sammy hooked up. Sammy, though, floats over. He's behind Cody. Sends him into the corner. Back elbow. Staggers Sammy out towards center.
Sammy's having trouble maintaining his equilibrium. His balance has been affected. And there he is.
Just as you said that.
Good Lord. He was resurrected.
Fast fly by Sammy Guevara.
This should do it. Spanish fly. And a kick out. A kick out. About 2.5.
Sammy not wasting any time.
He shouldn't. He needs to go right back to the attack again.
High risk, high reward, Sammy. If that's your thought, there you are.
Sammy, shooting star press, but Cody got the knees up. Inside cradle.
Inside cradle. Inside cradle. Hook and count. Locked in. The 3 count. Cody beats Sammy Guevara in the hell. The knees by Jericho.
Jericho intercepts. Single foot drop kick. Santana off the back. Cannon. Ball in the corner.
Now it's 3-on-1, guys.
Judas effect.
There it was.
That's it. Jericho came loaded.
the team of Santana, Ortiz, and the AEW World Champion, Chris Jericho.
As great as the Bucks are, the numbers were just too great in this match, guys.
Absolutely. It was a mathematical situation.